A very common question new developers ask is, what is Kubernetes and how does it relate to Docker? Although it's usually asked in a different way, like one of the most Googled phrases for Docker is Docker versus Kubernetes. So obviously, people want to know what is Kubernetes and what is Docker. If you've ever asked this question before and got the good old overstack-inspired response of, why don't you just read the documentation? Just know, number one, you're fine. Humans learn most through engagements, so asking questions is a good thing. We all started somewhere. And number two, asking which is better, Docker's or Kubernetes, is actually a legitimate question. Stick around to the end to find out why. My name is Caleb, and I'm from Sematext, the snazziest full-stack monitoring platform available. Check it out for free in the link below. But back to the topic at hand. Kubernetes and Docker are no doubt different from one another. Kubernetes is an open-source orchestration tool made by some of the engineers over at Google, and it's primarily used to manage containers, like the containers that Docker makes. Think of it this way, Docker's main skill is creating containers for your app. And as you plan to build up and scale your system, more instances of your containerized app will be needed. You might even need hundreds, if not thousands of containers, each popping in and out of existence across a multitude of hosts. So how do we do that? And more importantly, how do we automate that process? Well, we need a container orchestrator. And that is exactly what Kubernetes is. Fun fact, Kubernetes is ancient Greek for helmsman. Hence, the logo, the sailing theme, Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is the captain now, directing and conducting all of the Docker containers. So to all the new developers out there, you should probably learn how to use Docker first. Kubernetes is a management software for containers, and you would benefit greatly from knowing how containers are used before you jump into this management process. So, short answer. Docker and Kubernetes are not two competing containerizing technologies, but are two technologies that are often used to complement and embed each other. But let's take a look at the pressing question, Docker versus Kubernetes. Why are so many people asking this question? Well, it is a legitimate comparison when asked within the context of deployment and scaling. You see, Docker has what's called swarm mode, and it not only containerizes application, but it can also orchestrate these containers, similar to Kubernetes. Perhaps a better way to say the original question would be, which tool is better at orchestrating containers, Docker Swarm or Kubernetes? What is Docker Swarm? Well, it's still Docker. If you downloaded Docker, congratulations, you already have it. Sort of. Docker Swarm is a group of Docker containers deployed on various Docker hosts. It has two types of nodes, a manager node and a worker node. A manager node maintains clusters and does management tasks, while the worker node just does whatever it's told. Docker Swarm is pretty powerful. Installation is very straightforward, and it helps introduce people to the world of containers and container orchestrations. But it is a bit restrictive in what it can do. And honestly, Kubernetes is optimized to just perform this task better. Kubernetes is a super powerful, ultra fast, and very customizable open source tool that is an absolute pain in the butt to set up. Think of it like Arch Linux. Is it powerful? Yes. Is it customizable? Absolutely. Is it easy to install? No. If you're an Arch Linux user, be sure to let everybody else know in the comments below. If installing Kubernetes sounds like fun to you, and this is the path that you want to go down, check out these resources to help you out along the way. Or, even better news, if you're using a cloud service that offers a Kubernetes option, they'll typically handle the installation and hardware aspects of Kubernetes. This includes the way Kubernetes interacts with the hardware and the hypervisor of your server stack. This setup gives you the freedom to concentrate more on developing and optimizing your apps. On the other hand, Docker comes with a very intuitive desktop app, and works pretty well, for most use cases. It's always nice to have a GUI, isn't it? This makes containerizing and deploying your application an easy process for beginners and startup companies that have small use cases. So here's a breakdown, Docker Swarm versus Kubernetes. Regarding scaling, Kubernetes is automated scaling, while Docker Swarm must be manually scaled. Installation. Docker is ready to go out of the box and has a very easy installation process. Kubernetes has a complex, like really complex installation process, but is highly customizable. Docker has automatic load balancing, while Kubernetes needs to be told how to load balance your containers, with Kubernetes' separate command line interface tool. Speaking of tools, Kubernetes has built-in monitoring services, while Docker Swarm absolutely needs a third-party tool for monitoring. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to how much time are you willing to invest in this process. If you have the skills and time to do Kubernetes, and you need that extra bit of performance, go for it. If you want an easier solution that just kind of works, or at least on a smaller scale works, go with Docker Swarm. Regardless of whichever one you pick, Sematext gives you a full stack monitoring tool for both Docker and Kubernetes. Monitor each container, deployment, infrastructure, and all that jazz. And set up customizable alerts. Free trial down in the description below. If you like this material, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date, as we will be releasing new videos like this one on the regular. Check out our channel for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, keep monitoring, everybody.